Hello, everybody. Spider here, the Fight Car Podcast, coming to you once again. We are here at the Unity Training Center. Of course, the last time I was here, that was a tongue twister. But I'm here by a young lady. Of course, you're going to be making your amateur debut. This is going to be for October 21st, and you're talking about tongue twisters. Of course, your name, Alexia Delgadillo. Never heard of it. You explained it a little bit. So nice to meet you, and thank you for giving me a few minutes.
Oh, no problem.
And now, of course, earlier we were here at the center, and you were teaching kids class.
Yes.
Now, when you started training, like how many years have you been training yourself?
I haven't actually been training that long. I would say maybe 2-ish years, a little over 2 years, maybe. It wasn't about, it's been about 6 months that I dove in deep where I trained like
Nice.
all the time consistently. Before it was just maybe two to three times a week.
Right.
And then it, all of a sudden, maybe probably 6 months ago, maybe even more, I just let me try and train as much as I can.
Was that during the time that the CPS bill started going up? You're frustrated, you're motivated,
I just need to get something out now, yeah.
No, but of course, when you started training, was it for fitness? Was it for self-defense? What was it that got you interested?
So first we got my kids in.
Okay.
First we got my kids in, and then there was not currently, but I did do law enforcement prior.
Okay.
And at the time I just felt like the person that I was working with at night didn't really back me up. So I was like,
I gotta learn something.
And a female working nights, so I was like, oh no, I gotta learn how to defend myself. So I kind of took it serious. Came in for more law enforcement purposes.
Right.
And then I just kind of became hooked after that. And then watching my kids do it, my husband does it, we all kind of do it.
It's a whole family affair.
Yes.
And let me ask you, do you guys train at home?
Yes, we train at home. We train at home. Currently, all my kids are doing football and cheer, so I'll still come and coach, but my husband will coach football.
Oh, okay, cool, man. So you guys stay busy.
Yes.
Wow. Okay. Well, let me ask you, because this fight coming up is going to be your amateur debut, October 21st. Of course, it's going to be for the Tapper Scrap promotion number 3. And are you excited? Are you nervous? What's going on?
Right now, I'm excited. I know once probably the week comes, I'll be extremely nervous. But I felt like I've had almost 2 smokers come up,
right?
And I never got to them. Like nobody, they couldn't find anybody, and finally. Professor Ray was just like, you're ready. You're ready. Let's just do it. So pretty much, I'm ready to make my debut. I don't want to wait.
No, for sure. And let me ask you, when it comes to fighting, were you a fan of mixed martial arts before?
Yes. I would watch it. I wouldn't really follow it, but like if there was a fight night, I was watching it. It wasn't until maybe I really didn't start MMA classes and this past summer.
Oh wow, okay.
And then I went, like I said, I dove in crazy deep.
You were like, I'm gonna do this.
I was like, no, I'm gonna do this. Dad was like, let's do it. And then he asked me for the smoker, and then when the smokers failed, I was like, let's just send me in.
No, for sure. And of course, one of the things with Ray, I've known the guy since he was an amateur fighter himself. So he's got the time. There's no way he would put you in something like this unless he knew you were ready.
No, even I feel like I'm ready. To a certain extent, I know I'll be new at it, and I know it'll be a learning experience. But
right.
I personally do feel like I'm ready, and I'm really strong. I'm not I'm sure everybody is exceptional, but I'm extremely strong.
No, you see, and I got you. I was able to see you guys train Saturday, and I gotta ask: are there other women that train with you in MMA?
No, sometimes we have a female or 2 show up. But I'm pretty much the main female for MMA. We do have some other females for jiu-jitsu, but MMA we don't.
And of course, that Saturday you were training with men. Guys that are actually have fights themselves. Now, something like that, do you think it kind of gives you like a little up, as far as getting ready for this? Because of course you got guys in Fury fighting for Fury FC, Pro in here, and the experience. It definitely rubs off, right?
Yes, it does. They have an energy that is just contagious. All of them. From Gordy to Eddie to Professor Ray. Everybody's energy, and when it's so high level up there, you can't help but get that energy too. And
No, of course. Yeah,
it's amazing.
Yeah, definitely. And one of the things I was talking to somebody earlier, I was telling them, I said, when you're at a gym and you're training with the same people over and over, you kind of plateau and you get stagnant. But because you have people coming in cross training, you get different bodies, and you're like, okay, you know what? When you think you're good and you go against somebody and you're like, okay, I'm not that good. You got to work on something.
And people want to come here.
Yeah.
We've had people come from different places who want to come and just check out the place, and they'll train. So we do get a lot of people who cross train and come over here. So it's really good for me and for everybody else on the team.
No, for sure. And one of the things I know Ray's real big on, of course, he has that Warroom Wednesday.
Yes.
I haven't been only because I'm intimidated. You know, I don't want to come. And, but how rough is that class? I mean, when you guys come in, is it pretty? I mean, I don't want to scare people, but is it brutal? I mean, do you guys push each other
No,
hard?
we just push each other. It's just we come in to work, and that's what we do. We just come in to work and roll and roll and roll until you can't roll more, and that's when you keep.
And then you roll a little bit more. There you go.
And you roll more, and you just don't stop. I mean, you get used to the hard part.
Yeah.
It's like it's natural now. It still sucks. The rolling when you're tired, but it's just something that you kind of, it's like Warroom Wednesday. I look forward to it. Honestly, I come twice a day. So Warroom, I'll do Warroom in the morning, and then I'll do Warroom.
Damn, okay. So you are ready. There you go.
I do a lot. I'll train 2 to 3 times a day sometimes.
That's great, man. Now, let me ask you, did you ever do anything even before your little stint through the law enforcement? Were you ever in martial arts, or did you ever train in boxing or anything?
No, nothing. I did, like, just in high school and a little bit of college, I did powerlifting and then track. That was it.
Oh, okay, wow.
Powerlifting and track.
You see, and I was talking, of course, earlier. I mean, there's the Dana White Contender series is going on tonight, and there's a 17-year-old fighting in there for a contract. And I was telling somebody earlier, of course, and I was like, man, I mean, I started when I was 23. This was back in 2000. And now having a 17-year-old getting a contract, you're thinking, okay, am I a little too late to the party? Or, I mean, what are your thoughts on something like that?
So, sometimes I feel that way. I probably do have a shorter window, but I'm willing to take it. I know what my body can do. I know how strong I am. I really don't think it's a big issue. I know it's a smaller window, but I'm not too worried about it. I'm excited.
No, I mean, yeah, you look excited. So, I mean, that's good because, of course, I mean, the fight's right around the corner. I mean, it's going to be October 21st, Port Lavaca. Now, your whole family's involved when it comes to training. Is everybody going to be there?
We haven't decided yet. My daughter probably, who's 5 years old, she doesn't care for watching it. She supports me, but she's little.
Yeah.
The only one who kind of doesn't is my 7-year-old. He's chill. He's like, I don't want to watch it, Mom.
Yeah.
He likes MMA. He loves it. He just doesn't want to see Mom fight. And my older one, he's 10, and he wants to see me fight. So we haven't debated. We've talked about it, the pros and cons to it, and we just haven't really decided as a family whether they're going to come watch or not.
No, for sure. You see, and the reason I bring that up also is because even a few UFC fights back, I mean, of course, Leon Edwards, he ended up fighting Usman, and he got knocked out. I mean, his daughter was there. People were sharing photos of his daughter, like, freaking out because, saw that get knocked out. But because of that, I mean, of course, I mean, you want to be safe. You don't want to put your kids in something where, mom's going to fight and, not saying hopefully you'll get a quick submission. So, of course, get the job done quick. But at the same time, you don't want to put them into that unless they, you guys talk about it. So we'll see. I'll be there fight night, and I'll see the kids show up.
Okay.
But as far as training, of course, once again, I mean, you say you train pretty much, you train twice a week? Or?
No, I train like sometimes twice a day.
I'm sorry, that's what I meant. Okay, you train twice a day? Okay, and of course, the classes here are in the morning, noon, and then they have the evening class, right? And, I mean, if it were up to you, I mean, would you rather just do, like, all morning classes? I mean, how do you differ? Is it, like, the schedule you have at home with the kids?
So, obviously I have kids, so it's better to come to class during the day. We have an 11:30. There's a 6 a.m., that's a little too early for me.
Oh, yeah.
But I come to the 11:30, which all my kids go to school. They're all school age, so it's easier for me. But my kids are pretty good. They already go to jiu-jitsu. Like, usually this would have been their class, and they just sit and wait for mom and dad for the most part if they're not in football. So they're pretty good at just waiting the hour or 2 hours. And they're usually not the only kids. There's maybe like a few. Also, like Eddie's kids will sometimes stay, and they're pretty much used to staying the hour or 2 hours from Monday through Saturday, pretty much.
No, you see,
and then they love training. They really do enjoy training my kids, so they don't mind sitting. Like, mom and dad watch you. No,
it's our turn.
Kind of.
That's cool. I mean, because at the same time, it shows them patience, right? I mean, because now it's like, hey, you know what? Let mom and dad train and get their training on. Now, you are married, so your husband, when you first told him, like, hey, I want to fight, I mean, what did he say? What were his feelings?
He's not really surprised. I kind of do a lot of crazy stuff. Like, when I was in powerlifting, it's a male-dominant field. Law enforcement is a male-dominant field. Jiu-jitsu, he understood that I was doing it for my safety, to learn that I was going to be on my own a lot of the times. And so it was really to my benefit. And then MMA, he was like, go for it. And now he's like, you're going to dominate. So he's supportive, pretty much.
He wants to be your manager. He's like, man, we'll get the shirts going.
You have to look at my meal plan, please.
There you go. Yeah, check my
he's
emails.
Really supportive. He really is supportive. He understands, and he doesn't mind it.
No, you see, and that's one of the things, especially in a relationship. I mean, you got to have that support because if one doesn't, follow, then yeah, that's when things start happening. But that's great, that he's there. The kids are there. Now, earlier I was telling you, as far as our sponsors, I mean, we got Spirit Halloween. Halloween is upon us. It's going to be a week and a half after your fight.
Yes.
So, are you and the kids going to dress up, the family?
Yes. So we kind of really just discussed it recently. I like to do either like kind of thrift shopping for them or make their own kind of thing. But we'll see. My daughter's gonna be a witch, and then one is gonna be Scream, and the other one's gonna be a Green Reaper.
Oh, wow. So it's gonna be all over the place.
Yes.
I thought you were guys.
No, not a family. Last year, I mean, we've done like Harry Potter, we've done like other stuff. But this year, they all want to be their own scary person. So.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe you guys were gonna be the Incredibles. And everybody be in costume and be uniform.
I'm always trying to do family ones, but this year they were like, "No, Mom, I want to do my own."
That we're not kids anymore.
Okay.
No, well, that's good. I mean, as far as Halloween, I mean, do you guys normally go out there trick or treating, or what happens?
Sometimes if there are events like whatever they're in, they'll do like trunk or treats depending on like their school or whatever. So we'll be involved in that, and then we'll also. I don't really like trick or treating anymore. Maybe we'll go down like a street or something.
No, yeah, same here.
But I like having the Halloween party.
Right.
We're a small group of other kids, families, and we just all do kind of like a party.
Oh, yeah.
And they get their own candy. I love candy. I eat more candy than they do.
Yeah.
So it's really not good for me. So I'm like limited on the candy.
No, for sure. I mean, and every year, and of course, COVID was a mess, so a lot of people didn't go out. So it's kind of stayed the same. I mean, a lot of people still rather stay home. I know I do. But even before COVID, I was staying home, so that's no excuse. But I mean, as far as training, I mean, when it comes to you do jiu-jitsu, of course, with the gi, no gi, mixed martial arts. I was asking you, one of your teammates, earlier, as far as when it comes to like people wanting to try this. I mean, what would you say? What would you tell them? Like, what, come try a class. I mean, it's not for everybody, but of course.
I would say come try a class, whether it's for fitness, for self-defense. I especially think a lot of women should come and learn self-defense because it's important. When somebody grabs you or anything like that, you may feel scared. Like in that instance, they don't know how to react. You won't even know how to react to this. Coming and practicing and training daily, it's gonna feel natural to you, unfortunately, and you're gonna be able to react right away. So especially for women, I would love for more women to train, to try it out. Not only that, I think it's important to tell you. It's one of the best things I've ever done is training. I love it. I would tell anybody to come, and not only to come, but to give it a month.
Right.
Give it a month. It's 1 week, 1 day is not enough. You have to just give it a month.
And
train 1 month. And then make your own decision.
No, definitely. And you're not just saying that because you want training partners, right? Of course.
No, I do want so come. No, yes, I do want training partners, but I'm good with the people that we have, and the people who come here want to train. They want to be here. Like I said, we have an energy here that I haven't seen in other gyms. Well, you do see it, but this is like a consistent energy.
Yeah.
So other people should come and join our gym.
But I mean, you guys are, like I was saying earlier, you guys are way out here in the south side on Elmendorf, 160437. So of course, those in the area, definitely stop by and check out the place. A lot of great knowledge, a lot of people with experience. Ray the judge just walked in, so of course talking about the general out there. But yeah, I mean, this fight coming up. I mean, you say you weren't nervous. I mean, you're gonna probably be a little anxious.
I'm nervous coming up, but right now I just want to do it. I'm so ready. Want to get in there,
get that win,
and just want to get that first one. I'm already thinking about my next one. I know it's like I'm going to get this one out of the way. I want to try it, see what it's like. I know I'm going to be nervous. Nerves are normal, but right now I guess because it's still like a good ways out. Yeah. I'm just like, come on now.
No, yeah, because even the pros, even at the UFC level, I mean, I'm sure Ray himself was nervous just going in there because it is a competition. I mean, you're going to test yourself. But, I mean, this fight, I mean, of course, like we mentioned, and I keep throwing it out there, but it is going to be for the Tapper Scrap promotion. It's going to be October 21st in Port Lavaca, Texas. And as far as sponsors, I mean, is there anybody helping you for this?
Yes. So I have 376. I think that's what it is. Yeah, 376 Apparel is making my whole top and bottoms.
Oh, nice.
And I don't even know what it looks
No
like.
pressure, right? No pressure.
No, I don't even know how it's gonna look like. He's gonna design the whole thing, and he's gonna sponsor all my amateur fight series.
Oh,
I'm
nice.
excited. I've seen a lot of the gear. I know he makes for Eddie, and I'm like, I like that stuff. I'm gonna buy it. And he's like, I'll sponsor you.
Wow. Okay, well that's cool. I mean, because definitely, I mean, of course, you're starting off. This is going to be your amateur debut, but like you said, you're going to see how it goes and see if you want to keep pursuing it. But I'm sure you will.
I'm pretty sure I will.
Now, of course, once again, when it comes to the competition, the level, I mean, you got guys coming in here, and of course, they've already had like so many amateur fights and pro fights under their belt. But does it motivate you more, like going against somebody and thinking, okay, this guy's out there fighting pro, and you're keeping them on their toes, or they're
Yes,
you can hang out with them.
Man, when I first started, it was like I couldn't even land a punch, right? I like takedowns and going to the ground, but like when it came to striking, it was a little harder for me. So when I would land one time, I was like, yes. And when I land more, I'm like, I got you. And then when you land, it's just like it's contagious, man. Like the improvement, I see it, and then sometimes you don't see it, but when you do see it, it feels really good.
No, for sure. And of course, I mean, I want to thank you. Of course, this fight coming up, like I said, Alexia Delgadillo, of course, and I got that. It's a tongue twister, but I do appreciate your time. I will be there fight night, so I hope you get that victory, and I'll see you at the next one.
All right, thank you.
Everybody out there, of course, once again, this is Spider, the Fight Card Podcast. Till next time, follow up.